I really like cooking with real cooks, you know. I mean, it's good fun. I learn a huge amount from them, and I like to think that perhaps they learn a little from me. But it's all very well. The thing I really enjoy, even though I've got a dreadful cold today and it's raining and the river is babbling by and the wind is blowing, I like to come out in the fresh air and cook something on my own. It is, after all, my own programme. But you see, here in Norfolk, you have to share some things. This is 1988. And today, well, not exactly today, but it is an anniversary. It's a birthday of something, or animal, a vegetable, or mineral, if you remember that old radio programme, something very important indeed. Guess what it is? Well, in fact, it's the frozen pea. It's the 50th anniversary of the frozen pea. That's why we've made this little green pea-encrusted birthday cake. But you know, Norfolk's a great place, the whole of Britain is a great place. I've trundled around the thing, and we stay in hotels and restaurants and bars and pubs. They all look after us very well, but we do tend to get the same kind of food. When, do I ask myself, do we get a simple, honest, perfectly ordinary little dish? Because I don't always want steak and sauce, duck and sauce, chicken and sauce, stuff like that. Norfolk has the answer. It has its ducks, it has its green peas, it has its weather, that's for sure, and it's got me. So I'm going to prepare a very simple little dish that I think is Norfolk on a plate. So, Richard, spin round, as per usual, the ingredients. A duck. We all know what a duck is. Over to your right a bit. I've diced it into morsels, which is lovely. Norfolk is one of the gardens of England, so is East Anglia. Some lovely carrots. Back towards me a bit, some little white turnips. Okay. Some stock, up to me now, Richard, if you will. Some stock that I've made, you all know about that. The giblets, the feet, the winglets and stuff. Onion, bay leaf and carrots stewed in water. Back down, Richard, there it is. That's just some basic stock, okay? You don't have to use a stock cube. You can use the real thing. Some wonderful bacon. I've done it in France, I've done it in England. Some ordinary bacon to give flavour to the whole dish. Some diced onion, as I've said. But most importantly, the green pea. Right, so without any further ado, in here I've got this heavyweight dish with some butter burning in the bottom. I'll put my bits of bacon in, okay, in they go. In my onions go. Now the onions and the bacon have to go a little bit golden brown. My carrots have to go in, stuff like that. It's not always easy, Richard, if I may, it's not always easy to cook in the middle of a field with wind and rain and rivers and stuff like that, and we have to speed things up a fraction. So although I would like those to be now nicely sweated down, this is the moment to put our duck pieces in. Okay, we let them go nice and brown. We let that bubble away for a moment because we've got more things to do to that. But do you remember Lear? Do you remember Shakespeare? He was a great character. Well, I actually can't, but I've got it written down here because when he was up in Norfolk having a holiday before he wrote the Scottish play, he said, as he was standing overlooking next by the sea's beach, he gazed down and he said, oh, what does he say? Hangs one there that gathers samphire, a dreadful trade. And he probably tossed that off. Later, a BBC assistant will pick that up from this picturesque scenery. But samphire, this is it. This crunchy, wild seaside asparagus, the kind of thing that you could just, if you want, pickle as they do here in Norfolk, or you could toss in some butter for a few seconds like raw little green beans and serve it under a fillet of fish and cover it with hollandaise sauce. It's a delightful thing. Anyway, we've now got to create some magic of television. Wobble into there, Richard, and we'll get ourselves out of that sequence in a second. And thanks to the magic of television, my beautiful duck is cooked. Do you know, I wish when I travelled around the country, as I checked into bars and hotels and things, I could have a simple dish like this, whether it's a duck in Norfolk, whether it's a rabbit in Somerset, or whether it's a piece of breast or neck of lamb in Lancashire. Some elementary, simple food cooked with love. And talking of love, have a look at this. Remember, I chucked the duck and the onions and the carrots and the bacon in and fried them. Yeah. And you remember the stock I made, the simple, back to me, Richard, please, the simple giblet stock of water, the neck, the giblets, onion and stuff like that. I poured that in, let it cook for about an hour, added my little white turnips, and here is one of those, you see on the plates here. Oh. Added, a lot of lovely Norfolk green peas, and simmered it for then another 30 minutes or so. And if I say it myself, okay, the wind and stuff, it's a bit crashed on the plate, but it is absolutely delicious. It's really real, simple, English, British food. The sort of thing that you should all be cooking instead of lasagnas and pizzas and chilies in your wine bars and pubs. Sorry about that, but you should.